What's good, y'all? Welcome to another video. As you guys can see, I'm sitting on the floor because it's actually very, very comfortable. And Sage is here. It's actually easier for you guys to see her when I'm sitting on the floor. So I think I'm going to start doing these videos sitting on the floor. Hi, Sage. Say hi. No? Okay. She don't want to talk to you. She's not on it right now. But as you guys can tell by today's title, we're going to be talking about how I got my locks to waist length in just 5 years. So we're just going to get through the basics. First things first, Sage loves to like sniff and lick my hair after it just got washed. It's very weird. I don't know what it is. It's always when it's freshly washed. So she's going to be doing a lot of this, like a lot of rubbing against me and stuff. It's very weird. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the smell that she likes. I don't know if, I don't know. It's very weird. So expect her to be in my hair this entire video. So I got my locks, or I started my locks July 2020. And now we are in October of 2025. Technically, I hit waist length on my 4 year, like 4.5 years. But I like to say 5 years because 4.5 years just sounds a little incomplete. So I was like, yeah, 5 years. But I technically hit my waist length mark like in March. But technically, I wasn't officially 5 years till like July. So we're just going to keep it there. When it comes to a lot of misconceptions about locks, I feel like that's a lot of reasons a lot of people's hair don't grow. And there's a lot of things that like people do or don't do that is contributing to lock breakage. So first things first, I've never had a lock break off. Ever. Okay. Everyone else that I know who has had locks or has locks has had their locks break off. And I think I figured out what the main issue is, which again, like I said, we're going to talk about in this video, right? So let's just get the details out of the way. Like I said, I started my locks July 2020. I have one loctician and then I have a backup shop that I go to if I really don't have a choice, but I've literally only been there once, and they've also braided my locks. Yes, you can braid your locks. You can literally do anything you want with your locks if you have the right person and you have the right vision and you have the right execution of it. Literally, I was getting my locks braided for the entire, I guess, year or two. For the first year or two I had locks, I was getting them box braided. At least 2 times, but I think I've had them 3 times. And to be honest, it's great. And it's probably up to the length of my hair. Now, would I do that now? No. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Disclaimer, okay? This is what I did for my hair and my hair growth. This is what happened for me. I'm not saying if you follow this, your hair is going to be as long as mine, but I will guarantee if you follow what I said, your hair will be healthy. Okay? I guarantee you. Because most of the time, if you just leave your hair alone, it's going to grow. Okay? And it's going to be fine as long as you don't put a bunch of nonsense in. In regards to the products I use Aussie Ultra Moist, and then I use Haitian Castor Oil, sponsored by my man's cousin, which is Caribbean Secret Castor Oil, or I usually get it directly from Haiti or from like a Haitian store. Now, a lot of you guys are probably asking, oh, what about Jamaican castor oil? I don't use Jamaican castor oil. Does nothing for me but sit there. But if that's what you like, that's what you like. I use Haitian castor oil. Additionally, leave-in is from Cream of Nature. I use the spray leave-in. And then as my cream leave-in, I use Africa's Pride, or is it Africa's Best? One of those. I'm going to have everything linked down below. But those are the only products I literally put in my hair. I don't usually go for anything else unless it's like a shea butter, or like sometimes I'll do edge control once in a while, but it's very uncommon. I like to literally leave my hair alone. When it comes to hair wash days, I literally take about 45 minutes to an hour to wash my hair, but that's also because I'm showering and washing my hair. If you take the shower out, it should probably only take me about 40 minutes to wash my hair. I've literally washed my hair in about 45 minutes before. It's really not that difficult, specifically because for me, I focus on my scalp more than anything because that is where the hair is coming from. The hair over here is practically dead. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, it's hair, but technically your hair is alive at the root. That's why you need to focus on your root. In regards to moisturizing, I only moisturize my hair when need be. Okay, which I guess could be a little controversial in itself. Some people moisturize their hair every day, every other day, every week. I moisturize my hair need be. Okay, so if my hair is extra dry, I might moisturize 4 times that week. If my hair doesn't look dry, then I'm not going to do it. If it's not itching or bothering me and it doesn't look dry, I'm not going to touch it. When my hair is styled, I do not touch it. I literally do not. I don't put in no leave-in. I don't put in no moisturizer, no nothing, unless it's really, really itchy, or I see that it's like really dry and like I can see like flaking, which rarely happens. The only time that happens is if my stylist uses spritz. For whatever reason, spritz in my hair do not go. Like, it's really, really bad. It dries my hair out. It makes it really itchy. That's the only time I'll go in, and I'll probably like spray something in it to like make it stop itching. But other than that, I do not touch my hair while it's styled. I've used the same shampoo for the past 5 years. And then prior to when I had my locks, I have not changed routines. And for the most part, I do not let any and everyone in my hair. And no, I've never tried to retwist my own hair. I'm a firm believer of not letting anyone do anything like grimace and caca on your hair. Don't just be going to any and everyone. And also, I believe if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you shouldn't be playing in your hair either. I understand a lot of us want to save money and stuff like that. And that's cool. If you learn how to do things properly, I think you should do it. But I'm the type of person, I know I can't do hair. I could do little kids' hair. I could do little barrette styles. I could do little braid here and there, but I can't do hair. Therefore, I knew if I was going to embark on this journey of having like healthy, especially long hair, that I couldn't be out here fucking it up and trying to do my own little thing, trying to make my little arts project in my hair. Like, no. So for me, I stick to one person. I've only went to one other place a few times. So I guess for my locks. And then there was one time I went to go get a retwist. But yeah, other than that, for the past 5 years, I've had the same stylist. So one thing about your lock journey, if you know that you cannot find someone to consistently do your hair, or if you're not going to properly do it yourself, do not do it. Okay? Because a lot of that has to do with the breakage, because a lot of people's hair break off specifically because they have the wrong setup. Okay? And by setup, I mean like they want hair that they shouldn't have, right? They want locks that technically won't go with their hair. So another thing, a lot of people's hair should not be locked. Just like a lot of people's hair should not be braided. Just because you're black doesn't mean you deserve locks and you deserve braids. Your hair may not be able to handle it and it might break right the fuck off, okay? Some people have very thin hair. Some people have very tender scalps, whatever the case may be. Not everybody is able to have regular locks, sister locks, whatever the case may be. Some people, for a lot of people, it's just not for you, and that's okay. But if you go to someone that knows what they're doing, they'll be able to tell you that before you go. You waste your time and you walk around bald-headed looking like Cynthia, okay? And that's what we don't want. Sage, you can't be showing your stuff to the people. Be a lady. Be a lady, please. Thank you. Jesus Christ. But yeah, a lot of people have this common misconception of like, oh, like I'm black so I can get locks. Like, no. A lot of times you guys are going to people that are just doing what you want. And yeah, that's good for customer service, but it's not good for your hair. Okay? So like I said, I've never had any of my locks break off. And I think part of it has to do with the fact that I listened to my stylist. Okay? I listened to her when she told me that I could not have small locks. Like I wanted small locks. I wanted small parts, but I have a lot of hair. Okay. For a lot of you guys who have been watching me for a long time, you would know I have a lot of hair. You've seen it. I've done so many different types of routines. I've done wash day routines. I have very, very thick hair, very floofy hair. Therefore, small locks would make no sense because I wouldn't even be able to get it in a ponytail. It just genuinely wouldn't make sense. So I trusted the process. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I was paranoid for the first like year or so because I was like, oh my God, like these shit's not about to grow the way I wanted to. They're not going to look the way I needed to. Like, I'm so happy I trusted her because they came out exactly the way I wanted. Like, funny enough, I would say they're a little bit thicker than I would want, but not really because over time, some of them have actually thinned out. Funny enough, but it's like, that's because of what I'm about to say next, right? Another key to maintaining your locks and making sure they grow very long and healthy is understanding that you should not be too stranding for every damn style. So for the 5 years that I've had locks, this is the longest that I've had my hair out. My hair is always styled because I've done the same process for the past 5 years, which is retwist, style, leave in for 2 to 4 weeks, take it down, let it rest, don't do anything, don't wash it till a week later, and then I go get it styled again. I do the same exact thing. I've literally been doing that for the past 5 years. I've never wavered. Even when I had braids, I would say it was a little bit longer. I'd probably like keep them in for like a month or so. But in a general sense, every single time I came on here and my hair was styled, the style would be in for a minimum of 2 weeks, a maximum 4. I've even went for 6 weeks. And for a lot of people, I know you're like, oh my God, that's girls, so you're not washing your hair. Okay, that's your problem. There's a reason my hair looks like this. And a lot of people that you know, hair look like that. That's all I got to say. My hair has never smelled. I never had any issues. I don't have any of that because I left my hair alone. I got my hair styled and I leave it alone. I take it out. I let it rest. Then I wash it and then I repeat. Now, the reason I'm saying don't do the 2-strand twist is because the only hair I have on my head that has lint, okay, that is thinning, are the hairs on the back of my head. 4 to be exact, right? If you guys have been watching me for a while, you've seen my hairstyles. I do a lot of different types of hairstyles. And most of the time, I leave 2 to 3 out, right? I'm just going to grab one because I can't find the other one right now. Look at the stark difference, right? Stark. That's because from day one, for the most part, I've always two-stranded these. This one and another one, not these two, but there's another one. I don't know where it is, and I don't want to mess up my head thing. Oh, found it. These two have always been twisted together, and then I would leave them out. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's also lint on here. I don't have lint nowhere else on my locks, okay? Nowhere else. But these two have lint, and these two are thin because they are always being retwisted. They are always being manipulated, but as you guys can see, they still haven't fell out, and they're actually pretty strong. I could tug on this, whatever. I'm not gonna like have a fear. Oh my God, like my hair's gonna fall out, like literally. And there's also two on the side in the front of my head somewhere that are also pretty thin too. But again, they're still pretty strong. Now, the reason I'm telling you guys not to two-strand is because obviously that's only like 4 strands, maybe 2, 4, like 8 strands of hair in my head that are kind of like that. Can you imagine if I was getting 2-strand twists nonstop? A lot of y'all are sitting here doing 2-strand twists in your head all day and you're confused as to why your locks are falling out. It's weakening the fuck out of your hair because I ain't gonna hold you. Like I said, I'm always styled. Like my hair's always styled. And it wasn't until this last time, I think, like I went to get my hair done last time. So I think it was like a month or so ago. Me and my stylist was like, what the fuck? Like these shit's thin as hell. She's like, yeah, like it's probably because you keep keeping them out or whatever. So yeah. Like, look at that shit. Like, it's the stark difference for me. Like, you can tell the difference in all of these locks. So, yeah, be very, very careful, okay, with the styles that you are choosing. Do not do heavy updos or really, really tight updos. Don't sit there doing 2-strand twists all the time. Try to switch it up. If you like your 2-strand twists, you can do them, but you can't do them every single time. You can't, like, take them now, wash it, go do it again. Like, no, like, give it a break. Do other styles in between. Because more than likely, you're going to end up in my situation with loose locks. Luckily for me, I can fix those easily. If I wanted to, I could actually combine them, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to let them. Actually, I don't think there's anything you can really do to fix this. I ain't going to hold you. I could just probably add hair to it to make it just as thick as the others. But yeah, I might just combine them because it's like, it's thin. Like, it's like, look at this shit. Look at the stark difference. It just doesn't even make any sense. Like, look at this. And I don't know. I feel like the lighting is going to make it so that you can't even see like the lint. But like, there's a lot of lint in here too. And what's actually very annoying as well, like the hair in the back of my head is actually also thinner than the front of my hair. So I feel like the rest of my head can take being probably 2-stranded all the time, but not really. Like it won't. I feel like this was someone who would have ended up a little bit thicker because like the front of my hair is thicker, but the back is like really, really thin. So be very, very careful with the styles that you're choosing. Make sure you guys have a set person to go to. Make sure you have a set routine, your set products. Don't just be out here letting anyone in your hair. Don't be letting just any product like rock in your hair because no, like you have to have consistency. Your locks tell a story, okay? If you are going to multiple people, literally your locks are going to show that. If you're going to your stylist one day and then doing your own hair the other day and then going to somebody else another day, your locks are going to show that because obviously you're retwisting. Every time you retwist, it's a different method. It's a different person. It's a different style, so it's going to reflect that in your hair. So do not just let anyone just be doing willy-nilly whatever in your hair. Like, you're going to walk around with your hair look like jambalaya, and that ain't cute. I usually don't have my hair out, but this is the longest I've had it out because I noticed those locks that were, like, thin, and I said, no. Like, let me let my hair rest. Let me let it recuperate, whatever. But typically my hair's never down like this, whatever, because lint and stuff like that is actually getting cold. So this is when we wear sweaters. This is the time where you really should not have your hair out like this because things are going to get stuck to it. Things are going to attach to it. And it's going to be very hard to get it out because by the time you notice it, it's going to be too late. Wear your hair up. I'm not saying putting in a tight ass bun. I'm saying wear it up, out the way, off your shoulders. Do not experiment with your locks. Now, this one also might actually be controversial, but it is what it is. Again, there's a reason my hair look like this, and I never had any issues. The whole idea of sitting there dyeing your locks all the time, trying new products, trying this new oil, that is going to fuck your hair up because, like I said, hair tells a story, okay? Your hair tells a story, and it's going to tell a story. If you out here putting whatever the fuck in your hair, it's going to show that. If you out here letting whoever in your hair, is going to show that. If you out here doing whatever type of styles, doing 2-strand twists or whatever, it's going to show that. Don't be out here experimenting. Stick to what you know. And my final tip would be, I guess, for the prep of your hair. So I really wanted small locks. I wanted smaller parts, but my stylist was like, yeah, nah, you have too much hair for that. It ain't gonna work out. I did not trust the process for a long time. I was terrified. I remember the first time I got my my hair done. It was literally when I got my starter locks. I literally went back to her because the part wasn't in the middle and I was like freaking paranoid. And she really like took it down and refixed it for me. And I know she was probably looking at me like, bitch, like you're doing too much. But like I was that paranoid because I was like, oh my God, like I'm getting locks. That means I'm locked in. Like one little mistake, like my hair's fucked up. Realistically, you could kind of fix your parts. There's ways to fix your parts and make them a little bit neater, a little bit tighter, especially in the beginning stages. But also, it's one of those things where that's the least of your concern. Your main concern has to be how your hair health is when you get your locks. A lot of people, for whatever reason, think, oh, it doesn't matter if I'm relaxed. It doesn't matter if I'm transitioning or whatever. I could just get these locks. Your locks are going to look like it. Like, and I don't know how much I have to say it to stress it to you guys. The more bullshit you do for your hair or to your hair, the more your hair is going to look like you did bullshit to your hair. Okay, like literally, unfortunately, for a lot of people, if you have like damaged hair or like relaxed ends or whatever, it's going to show through your locks. Like, yeah, it might grow out, but it might not because you left that dead hair on there and it's basically still attached to your growing hair. And trust me, it's not healthy. Whatever dead ends, whatever relaxed hair, transition hair, whatever you got to just cut it off and start off fresh because it's just going to look real crazy. I had this thing where I had like curly ends, which, I mean, it was cute at first. But eventually, it just started looking bad. That's all I gotta say. It just started looking bad. And for a lot of people with damaged hair or relaxed hair, it just doesn't look good. I don't even know how to explain it. It kind of looked like a hairball. Like, if you guys have cats, you would know. No offense to you. Like, you would know. Like, cats be having, like, hairballs and stuff. And, like, sometimes they'll be a little wispy or whatever. Like, imagine that at the end of your hair. Like, it just does not look good. So, whatever damaged hair you had that you think you're going to cover with your locks, you're not. Okay, you have to cut it off because basically you're keeping damaged hair. And some people like to lie to themselves. They're like, oh, as my hair grows, I'm just going to cut it. No, just cut it off, start new. Because you're always going to have shrinkage in the beginning of your lock stages. So technically, like if I was to comb this out, my hair would probably be longer. But then again, probably not because I'd probably lose a lot of hair, right? So yeah, you get a lot of shrinkage. You still get shrinkage in a general sense when you have locks. When I wash my hair is when I see the true length of my hair. If I have my hair styled and I take it down, it's shorter than what it's going to be when I wash it. So don't think that you can escape shrinkage. And I say all that to say, okay, make sure that your hair is the way you want it to be before you get it locked, okay? Let me fix this because this shit, I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, there it is. Ooh. All right. Make sure your hair is the way you want it to be before you get it locked. So for me, at the time, I had gotten a blowout, right? And I had my hair cut in a V shape. And to be honest, it was fine for a long time. Like, I didn't have a problem with it, even with my locks. I didn't see any issues with it until it started getting longer. And I realized, like, half my locks are short and half my locks are long because literally I got my locks with my hair still in a freaking V shape. So my locks are growing in a V shape. So this is why, like, yeah, my hair is waist length, but in the front, it comes off a little bit shorter than it does, like, in the back because of how my hair was cut in the beginning. And it kind of pisses me off. And I'm like, damn. I should have made sure all my hair was even before I started. There's nothing I could really do about it now, to be quite honest with you. But it's annoying. So, like, especially when I get pigtail styles or stuff, it's like, you could see, like, they're all different lengths. Like, it sucks. It's kind of annoying, but it's like, there's nothing I could do about it, okay? Like, I've been wanting this ponytail style for such a long time, and it's like, it's not going to look good because all my hair is different lengths. So, yeah, I hope this video helps you. Happy lock journey. Thank you guys so much for always loving and supporting me. For more support, please make sure you guys join the Patreon. I have dedicated story time types of series on there. We have all types of dedicated uploads. You get early access and so much more. With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye.